Side Diksha Ahuja. Welcome back to my channel Economic Zone by Diksha Ahuja. So in this video I have come up with Microeconomics class 11th topic cost from unit 3 producers behavior and supply. So in the previous videos we understand the production, right? What we understand in production, that law of variable proportion states that in the long run, when the output is increased by increasing only the labor, then the output increases first at increasing rate, then at diminishing rate becomes maximum and then falling. This cost chapter is linked to the production chapter. Before watching this video, you should do watch the previous video, that is the summary of production. Okay, so then let's come to the topic cost. So I'm just briefing the chapter, what we're gonna do in this chapter, what is the summary of this chapter, the types of cost which we're gonna cover in this chapter is first we'll know the difference between implicit and implicit cost and why cost is important for economics. Because after production, let's say I am producing shoes, I'm having a factory of shoes, so how much cost is involved, how much rent I'm paying, how much salary to the manager I'm paying, how much I'm paying to the workers, and how much raw materials I'm asking for, and how much additional cost, electricity cost I'm incurring, which is the variable changing cost and which is the fixed cost. And we should know कि output increase होता है तो कौन सी cost increase होती है. We have so many questions on the mind while after production. So which is being solved by this topic cost. So cost is very necessary to calculate to know the budget of the producer. So cost, firstly we'll know the difference between implicit and explicit cost. Then we'll know about total fixed cost. What do you mean by fixed cost and variable cost? This is all about the short run, not the long run. You should know that. And then we'll know about total variable cost. Variable cost says that which changes with the change in output. Likewise, if you are producing more shoes, you want more leather shoes if you are making. Then we'll know about total cost, adding up the fixed and variable cost. After total things, we'll calculate the averages per output पे कितनी cost लग रही है. Let's say if I am producing 100 output, then per one output पे what cost is being involved. We'll know about all the three averages cost. And lastly, we'll know about marginal cost, which I think there's some hint to you what do you mean by marginal. So after doing all these costs, we'll understand the relationship. After doing these three, we'll understand the relationship. After doing these three, we'll understand the relationship between them. So let's talk about the first difference is implicit and explicit cost. Then we'll move on to next further cost one by one. So implicit cost, the word itself says implicit, that is not in from the external sources. हमारे को like we have got the resources from inside only. Let's say I'm having the factory, but still I'm thinking that अगर मेरे पास खुद की factory नहीं होती तो how much rent I would have paid. The self-owned resource I'm having, but still I'm imputing the value that needed to be paid if I do not have that self-owned resource. Let's say you can say imputed rent. Right, imputed rent means खुद की factory में मैं काम कर रहा हूँ, but still I will imagine that if that factory wasn't mine, then how much rent I have to pay. So it is not to be actual cost, but yes, it is included while calculating cost because we have the value of self-owned or self-employed resource. I'll give you one more example. Let's say I'm the owner of as I said, I'm the owner of a shoes factory and I'm also working as a manager because I have done MBA. Right? Then I'm saving the salary of a manager. But I will think this way that if I would not have been the manager of the business, I would have paid 50,000 salary to a manager. Right? That will be imputed value, imputed salary to a manager. That will be included in cost. The second type of cost is explicit cost. Explicit cost says that explicit means from external sources. This is normal. Whatsoever you are purchasing from outside for factors of production, let's say you are purchasing raw material, you are purchasing labor, you are paying wages, right? You are purchasing the fixed cost. Let's say your factory is on rent, you are paying rent, right? Let's say you have taken capital, तुमने investment लिया, now you are paying interest. So these all costs, the actual money expenditure incurred by the producer on all the factors, all the inputs is known as explicit cost. And implicit is hidden, but still it is imputed and calculated. It is actually visible, the actual money expenditure. So next is the difference between fixed cost and variable cost. There are few costs that do not change with the level of output. Output चाहे जितना भी हो, ये cost constant रहती है. Saying that if output is zero also, total fixed cost, the word itself says, is remains constant. अच्छा, imagine करो in this lockdown, what happened? Many shops were paying rent, or many houses were paying rent, but they were not having salary, right? Let's say many shops are paying rent, but उनके पास कोई भी customer नहीं था, right? So no output was being produced. Let's say factories were paying rent, but no output was produced. Then also they needed to pay rent. So output 0 है, 10 है, 100 है. So you can say rent. Rent is an example of fixed cost which has to be paid even if the output is 0. It remains same, constant at all levels of output, and it remains constant even at 0 level of output. अगर output 0 है तो भी cost 0 होगी. You can have a look on the schedule that when output is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, then also total fixed cost is 10, 10, 10, 10, right? So total fixed cost remains constant, and you can see this diagram that it is represented by a horizontal straight line parallel to x-axis that says output on x-axis and t-axis on y-axis. Output increases or decreases, total fixed cost remains same. Our second type of cost is total variable cost. What do you mean by total variable cost? Variable cost means that changes with the level of output. Let's say मुझे ज़्यादा shoes बनाने हैं. I want to produce more shoes. I require more leather, more gum, more machines, and more everything, right? More all the inputs, raw material, right? So these raw material are salary of a temporary employee. Let's say output reduce हुआ, मैंने temporary employee को fire off कर दिया. So as the output increase, yearly जो cost बढ़ती है, that is known as variable cost. The cost which increases with the level of output. More the shoes produced, more the leather require. More the shoes produced, more the temporary labor require. Right? As the output increase, this cost, total variable cost also increases. And if you see the shape, अच्छा इतना तो माइंड में आ रहा होगा, output के साथ इसका कैसा relation होगा? Somewhere direct. Right? Imagine the shape. The shape of TVC is inverted S shape, as I have interpreted in the lectures, that TVC is inverted S shape because of law of variable proportion. You can have a look on this diagram that firstly when TP increases at increasing rate, at that time TVC increases at diminishing rate. जब production speedily increase हो रही है at increasing rate, at that point of time TVC increases at diminishing rate. After that, when TP increases at diminishing rate becomes maximum and fall, TVC increase at increasing rate. So TVC is inverted S shape because first it increases at diminishing rate, then it increases at increasing rate. Now let's talk about the third is total cost. Total cost is the sum of total variable cost and total fixed cost. When I calculate कि कितना पूरी like how much cost is there being involved, right? Let's say out of this 500 मेरी cost लगी है. Let's say total fixed cost 200 थी and variable cost whatsoever is 300, right? So total cost for producing that units of output whatsoever, let's say 10 units or 20 units, the fixed cost plus variable cost, अगर तुम्हें total cost निकालनी हो तो what you do? Rent plus salary of the employees plus raw material cost plus everything, or electricity cost. So all the costs added is known as total cost. You can see the relationship between TC, TFC and TVC in this diagram. Just have a look that TFC is horizontal line, TVC is inverted S shape, and when you will add fixed cost, अगर तुम add करोगे, when you will add fixed cost in TVC, you will get TC is also inverted S shape like this. So TC is inverted S shape starting from a point of TFC. You can see the diagram on the board also, and there also. So this is TVC, this is TC. This above curve is TC. Why so? Because we added TFC in TVC and we get total cost. So you should know that the gap between TC and TVC. If I ask you this question, TC and TVC are parallel to each other? Yes, because the gap between them is constant. So let's talk about the next cost, that is averages. The next cost is averages, that is average fixed cost, average variable cost, and next is average total cost. So we have studied fixed cost. Fixed cost says that at all levels it remains constant even when the output is 0. So what do you mean by average? Average fixed cost says when we are given with total fixed cost, that says it is the per unit fixed cost of a commodity, right? Let's say the total fixed cost is 10. If I am producing 2 units of output, then per unit is taking 5 rupees of fixed cost. It is a per unit fixed cost, right? कितना हर यूनिट पे फिक्स कॉस्ट लग रहा है. ओके, सो व्हाट इज द नेचर ऑफ एवरेज फिक्स कॉस्ट दैट यू शुड लर्न इज इट डिक्रीजेस as the output increases. I can show you how as the output is increasing, total fixed cost is constant, and the formula of average fixed cost is TFC upon output, and TFC upon output 10 by 1 10, 10 by 2 5, 10 by 3 3.3, and 10 by 0 is not defined. So as output is increasing, total fixed cost is decreasing, right? And what is the shape of AFC curve? AFC curve is rectangular hyperbola. Why so? Because all the rectangles, you can have a look, AFC is length into quantity is breadth, and TFC is always constant, let's say always 10. Whatever is the length and whatever is the breadth, all the rectangles formed below this curve will have equal area. This is the property of rectangular hyperbola. All the rectangles being formed have equal area. That's why we say this curve is rectangular hyperbola. And I repeat once again that AFC never becomes 0 and it decreases as the increase in output. Why it is never 0? Because TFC can never be 0. AFC can never be 0 because TFC can never be 0. Okay, so it will not touch any of the axes. यहाँ touch नहीं करेगा because touching will say that AFC is 0. So average variable cost. Average variable cost is TVC upon output. Let's say output is 1, 2, 3. TVC is 0, 10, 18. It is increasing. As we have studied right now, total variable cost increases and then increases at diminishing rate, then increases at increasing rate. AFC first falls, then rises. So ABC is a U-shaped curve, right? It is a U-shaped curve because of law of variable proportion, because when the production increases speedily, at that time total variable cost increases at diminishing rate, but at that time ABC falls and then it rises, increases, right? Next, let's talk about average total cost. So let's talk about the further cost, that is average total cost. And you should know the average total cost means the total cost per unit of output, right? Let's say 5 rupees पूरा let's say लग रहा है. Let's say I'm producing uncle chips, and while producing uncle chips total एक uncle chips पे मुझे 5 rupees की cost पड़ रही है, and out of that fixed cost is 2 rupees and variable cost is 3 rupees, right? Let's say I give the example that total cost was coming out to be 100 and I'm producing how much output? I'm producing 100 output of uncle chips, let's say. So per unit per the cost which is levied is 5 rupees. Out of that, the 2 rupees is going to the rent and all other fixed costs, and 3 rupees is all the cost of potato and other raw material. Okay, so average cost is also U-shaped because of law of variable proportion. Because variable proportion says as in the initial part, the production increases at increasing rate, then increases at diminishing rate. That's why ABC falls and then ADC rises, right? It is also a U-shaped curve. We'll study the relationship between AC, ABC and AFC, right? And then we will study marginal cost and its all relationship with this. So here it will come output, here AC, ABC, AFC, and we'll make MC also, right? I have made a beautiful diagram. You can have a look. This is showing the relationship between 4 costs. So firstly, average cost, because average cost is the biggest and the largest, so that's why it is above, right? And after that, ABC, we just studied that ABC is U-shaped, right? It is below it because AC is bigger than ABC. And what is the shape of AFC? Right now we have studied that AFC is a rectangular hyperbola, right? Now the point is, what is the gap between AC and ABC? The gap reduce हो रहा है. What is this gap? This gap is average fixed cost, because we have just studied कि average fixed cost falls as the output increases. जैसे output increase होता है तो ये cost fall होती है ना. तो question arises, if the relationship between AC, ABC and AFC comes, what all things you will write? So AC and ABC, the gap between AC and ABC falls with the level of output because the gap is AFC that falls with the level of output. Will they intersect each other anytime? No, they will not intersect, because intersecting means AFC is 0 and AFC can never be 0. Okay, so AC and ABC both are U-shaped. AFC is rectangular hyperbola, and the minimum point of ABC, that is point A, lies to the left of minimum point of AC. You should know ABC first falls, right? Because gap reduces हो रहा है and then AC falls afterwards. So who is falling at a faster rate? AFC is falling at a faster rate. Okay, so this is the diagram between AC, AFC and AVC, right? So this is the diagram. So let's talk about marginal cost, the last type of cost, and which is very important, right? I hope side by side you are looking into the formulas also, because that will help you to do the numericals. Okay, so marginal cost. Marginal cost is the change, additional cost incurred. अच्छा जब output और produce करेंगे, if you are producing more uncle chips, you require more potatoes, right? जितने ज़्यादा uncle chips you will produce, more potatoes you will require. So definitely marginal cost is linked to variable cost rather than fixed cost. If the question arises कि marginal cost is related to fixed cost, you will say obviously no, your fixed cost remains constant, right? So MCN is related to TVC, total variable cost, and therefore it is related to TC also. So if in the formula numerical comes, right, if any of the formula being used, try to use TVC instead of TC. अगर कोई भी क्वेश्चन आता है, try to use TVC as a priority. So marginal cost is the additional cost incurred by production of one more unit of output. जब एक और output produce होगा, then that is known as marginal cost. एक और अगर मैं अंकल चिप्स का पैकेट प्रोड्यूस कर रही हूँ, the additional cost incurred is marginal cost. Just have a look. Marginal cost is also U-shaped because of law of variable proportion. It first decreases and then increases. It is somewhere like Nike sign. So if I make this marginal cost here, how it does? It decreases and then it increases and cuts the minimum points of AC and AVC. So minimum points पे cut हो जाता है, right? And this is the relationship when MC is less than AC and AVC, these both false. जब ये दोनों equal होते हैं, MC is equal to let's say AC, so AC minimum होता है, right? And then when marginal cost is greater than average cost, marginal cost is greater than average cost, then these curves rises. So this is the relation between these four. I have made four type of cost in one diagram, right? So this is it. So after that you should practice numericals from this chapter because it is important. I hope this big chapter including so many curves and so many numericals is clear to you. I hope this video is worthwhil and useful. So this topic is over. We'll meet afterwards. Till then, bye bye.